617.
If you didn't know, this is called the show.
617.
Have you ever seen the show?
617.
Have you ever seen the show?
617.
What's up? This is Boogie Boy Dash. You're watching the show 617, Boston's best podcast.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy K Squared, exclusive in the spot, recording live with your man
Dash.
Yes, sir. You know how it is. And I just want to let y'all know, this is the big celebration. We got a new CD dropping out, Sunset Cypher, and we're going to break it down with an OG legend right here, Dash, to bring it on for y'all. So we're going to start it off. How did you get your name?
What's up, y'all? My name is Boogie Boy Dash, and I just got my name by hanging with the fellas around the way, just hanging out. I have a few relatives here, and we just came up with the name Dash. It just came out naturally. It was something just fucking out, hanging out. As growing up, you always come up with different names when you're a kid. You know, you just whatever you're flowing with at the time, but Dash was one of the ones that I grabbed around 14, 13 and just ran with it.
And that's real, because most cats out here just coming out there putting a little something on their name, or a junior something in their name, or you know, making up their own fucking names when you're supposed to be given a name, you know, for your characteristics. You know, you're supposed to bring your own flavor, and someone's gonna, you know, dub you that name. And so this is from a real OG point. So why don't you tell me more about some of your family members?
Well, I come from a big family. I come from a huge family. We all lived in Jamaica Plain. So my brother and my two sisters, Lefty, Tootsie, and Baby, we just grew up in Eggleston, and we just had this huge family. You know, we had like 7 aunts, 8 uncles, and just chilling, hanging with the family. That's how huge it is. And then with that family, with all the ages around the neighborhood, we had those as a family. So we were pretty, like, you know, loved, and family, you know, ghetto originated in our neighborhood in JP.
Okay. Lefty's was one of the vice president of the Lords, and he's also an ill-ass fighter, and I was surprised too, because you guys come from like a long history. Yeah, and he's doing real well. I'm glad to hear that. And he got a school too, so check him out in Randolph, y'all. Not to deviate too far from that, but how did you get into this dance, and when did you start it?
Lefty and I, we just living in Jamaica Plain and having our family. You know, we're all from coming in and out of Puerto Rico, going in and out of New Hampshire, New York.
What year was this?
It was we're just about 60s, you know, 50s. Just like my grandfather was one of the first, you know, Boricua dudes to have a bodega on our block. You know, so when you have small, original, authentic people living in that area, it's very few, because, you know, the world was young. You know, well, at that time the world was still young, so a lot of travel was impossible to do. So they've been here since the longest, so that's how long that's been going on.
What influenced you to get into the dance?
The influence was from there, you know, just growing up, watching everybody having good times, birthday parties, and just salsa dancing. Always dancing to our Spanish music, salsa. So dancing was just always something going on. And as time progresses and the commercial appeal develops, you get to see a little bit more. So you can start trying different things and get into different vibes.
Okay. How long have you been doing this for?
Everyone's born dancing, but when I took my art form serious, that's where the Boogie Boy comes from. Because Boogie Boy is coming from the popping world, and the popping world is the dance underground hip hop to me still, and that's where all that's branching in from. So I took my art form when I started doing my art form. It was when I saw it, you know what I mean, and that was probably going into that art form was probably like 81, 80, 82 when I really started like trying to check it out, you know what I mean?
Name some obstacles that you overcame
in this dance. And this dance is the first obstacle is that, you know, are you gonna do it or not? Because, you know, you can't attempt. You know what I mean? You gotta do it or not. So if you're gonna do it, that's one of the biggest obstacles. Some niggas take years to decide if they're gonna do it. Nigga, do it.
No half-ass, man.
You know,
8, no, half, 7.
Word. Yeah. So that's gonna be when I decided to do it. It was probably like 82. You know, I started popping and breaking. You know, that's the first crazy shit right there. Was when I started breaking.
Okay. Name some inspirations.
Inspirations were first, but you know, there's no radio technology, and you know, we're talking 80s. So the dudes who were coming from New York for the summer, or when you go to New York for the summer, or when you know, when you do things like that. So that was around that time. It was the people on my block. You know what I mean? When they come from vacation or whatever, they go, "Yo, my people live in New York." You'd be like, "What?" You know, that's when we was like, "Whoa." So that inspired by that. That just grabbed me.
What about some influence? Any names?
Yeah, my bad.
People you want to
I get so excited on the whole topic, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I mean for you it must be different.
Yeah,
You can't
talk all day on that.
Right, because for you come from like a background where you've been through it all. You've been up and down the circuits and.
So the commercial, to get to that, it was probably the first commercial appeal, and it was, you know, people from the Rocksteady crew, those B-boys, you know, the B-girl and the B-boys that they had, the poppers that they had. So it was dumb, because they made it out first, New York City Breakers, you know what I mean, they made it out second. That's to me, you know what I mean, because that's when you see it. But right before I saw the superstars of Dumb Crews blowing up like that, it was always like some DL nigga in a club, just ripping it for hours, you know, some dude in the backyard of the schoolyard just illing, you know what I mean, some other little kid just wilding, you know what I mean? So it was just like, the influence was coming like from everywhere.
Nice. I want to talk about some of the things that you're doing now with the dance shows that you've done recently. Or what to see in the future.
Right, good enough for the question. The only thing I do to dance is that I just participate and just keep the craft, my craft going. I keep my heart and soul going for it, because you're growing up in this culture, in this world of, you know, hip hop, and whatever you grab, that's what you vibe with. So
how about telling us about a kid, young buck coming to the game? What's some advice you can give him?
Just keep schooling on, you know, keep schooling on the skills, keep dancing, because you're gonna do whatever you want to do, what your body does. You know, not everyone can do what everybody else does. So whatever your body can do, just work on that, and that's your craft. That's where your soul begins. And you gotta just keep choosing your heart, and you gotta do the real shit. You know, you can't be doing the commercial shit. You can't be trying to double commercial. You just gotta be doing what you do in a crowd. You can go in a club, in a bar, and people, and you see somebody going like this, then he's feeling you. You know what I'm saying? You got something going. You know what I mean?
So we're gonna just wrap it up, man. Want to give out some last shout outs, and how about like an email drop so people can reach you?
Well, I'm underground, you know, so I just want to represent, you know, the show 617. You know, we're just here to do that. You know, podcast. But I'm just working on projects, yo, just dancing and doing shows, participating with my man right here. Anything that's underground, real. Shout out to my boys, you know, GMC, 1983, X-Men for the fact. You know how we do.
That's right. That's the X-Ray. You're the X-Men. And y'all know how it goes. We're gonna wrap it up. This was the segment Who That Is. With your boy Dash. Yes, sir. Alright, boy. Yes, sir. 617, baby.